fucking con buddy. And I'm trying to figure out which part of you, it's like, I'm trying to get what that part of you is thinking, that little girl part of you is thinking. Is that part of you believing that this isn't completely over, or that it wouldn't have been over if you had kept your mouth closed about what you saw, even though before you said to the man that you seen people coming over there, he had already started pulling away from you, Kristen. He had already started to treat you differently. There was already somebody else while he was fucking with you. He kept saying he wanted to be your friend. That's all y'all were fuck buddies and friends. He never said you was his woman. He never said he wanted you to be his woman. Never. He never told nobody that. He never told himself that, and he never told you that. So it seems I'm trying to get to the parts in your mind that will drive by this man's house and will sit there and just watch. I'm trying to figure out what is that part of you thinking or believing.
I guess I went by there and drove by there and saw the same truck there because I
just be honest with yourself. If you need to think about it, you need to breathe. You need to breathe anyway. Breathe deeply in this whole process. I want you to start getting this in and shifting energy. And you need to create another reality unless you just like being hurt and you like setting yourself up for sabotage and failure, because that's what you've done. In all your relationships, you set yourself up for failure. A lost, blind little girl wandering around trying to get approval and help from people that just fuck all over you and put their dick in your fucking face. And I'm trying to figure out in your mind, is that part of your mind, Kristen, is that deep part, that little girl part of your mind, not believing that this is completely over and still wanting to hold on to the past, like this is really something that's still real and alive now in your mind? I'm trying to get you to please explain to me.
Well, I think the reason that I'm thinking that way is because we had a couple of times before where, you know, when I first told him that I seen the woman, you're lying, you're a liar, you know, you fucking lie, you know, just calling him all kind of names, going off, telling him that I seen her, you know, you lying, you know, she looked like this or called this. And he didn't talk to me for a couple of weeks. But eventually I was able to get my foot back in the door. We talked, and then it was like, okay, you know, he's
so before he told you to disappear forever, when you confronted him the first time, he started back fucking you and seeing you again, and you come to the house. So you felt what? That you were special, that there was something between you all, that this was going to work out, that he would leave the woman alone because you told him that you saw him with her? What were you thinking?
Maybe it was just something on my part. I was thinking, let me just see if I can get back with him. And well, I'm thinking because, you know, we hadn't talked for a couple of weeks after that happened. And I kept trying, talked to him. He finally let me talk to him. We finally just went back to normal, like nothing happened. So
basically, he was not pursuing you at this moment. He was not calling you like you said he usually does. You were calling him, trying to reconnect with him because he basically had started brushing you off because you told him you were watching him and you had seen other women there. So you were doing the work now trying to keep this relationship going. Is that what was going on? He wasn't calling you every day like you said he usually does. He wasn't texting you at this period.
Right, because that's the reason I went over there in the first place, because this was about the second Monday that he hadn't called. He hadn't called on Sunday or Monday, and it's like the second time it happened. So,
okay, so once you get back in, is he saying anything different? I want you now. I regret that I was seeing another woman. I'm going to leave her alone. It's all about me and you. What did he say, Kristen?
He just basically gave me some sort of explanation as to who she was. It's not like that. You know, you don't know what was going on. It's not even like that. You know, I've had women spend the night at my house before. It's not always about sex. You know, I have a daughter that comes over here, you know, because I didn't know he had a daughter. I know he had a son, but I didn't know that he had a daughter. And so, you know, you know, he was just telling me, like, you know, you don't know who this woman was. You know, what if that was my daughter that came over to see me, and, you know, things like that. So, you know, after that, it kind of went back to normal.
What do you call normal? What do you call normal?
Well, it went back to us at least texting or calling at least once a day.
And y'all start fucking how often?
Well, the sex kind of slacked off because then I had started working 2 jobs. So then things kind of, well, in a way, didn't go back to normal because I had stuff to do. You know, in the beginning, I didn't have anything to do during the day. I went to class at night. So after the whole incident with the woman, I had finished already. I finished school, and I started working during the day. So I had things to do, so the sex wasn't as much. But there was still calling or texting.
But I'm still saying, was he ever calling after you called him with the women? And so it basically let you know he's going to still have female friends spending the night and visiting him. He didn't say, I'm going to cut them off. I'm sorry it upset you. It made you feel insecure. I want to pursue something stronger and deeper with you than we had before. So you keep saying back to normal. I'm trying to get in your mind, Kristen, you were a fuck buddy again. So that means, are you saying to me that that's normal to you, that's okay with you?
No, it's not okay with me, but that's what's been happening.
No, but I'm trying to get, you need to wake up. If I'm going to be coaching you, you need to take notes here, and this is what you need to look at. This is what you need to realize, because you're contradicting yourself. That's why I want to know, who am I talking to? I must be talking to the naive little child in you that wants affection and attention so bad. In your mind, this is your damn man, because this is what you do for your man. When somebody's committed to you, when they're your boyfriend, your fiancé, and your husband, and they've stood in your face and told you this, they've told everybody else that, then I'm going to follow your ass. Then I'm going to pop up. Well, if I get suspicious because you change your pattern with me, then I'm going to confront you, and I'm going to confront a bitch at your house. But if that's not what we are, you're my friend and we fuck. Mm-hmm. If that's the understanding that we have, and I wanted you to say something different, and you never said it, I'm not going to confront you. I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to follow who's coming out of your house. Now, the only way I would do that is because I'm concerned about my health. If I'm having unprotected sex with you, I would just do it just to know if you're doing it. But first of all, if I think it's somebody that I can't trust, I'm not going to have unprotected sex with you, even if I get tested and you get tested. Other than that, I'm not going to confront you when I know you're not mine because you don't want to be. Mm-hmm. And then when you start back dealing with the person, you're saying, but we're back to normal again. Everything is okay now. But you had just said that the relationship you had with him really wasn't considered okay in your mind and normal because you wanted a commitment from him. You wanted him to pursue something deeper, and he never, ever said that he wanted to. Never. And you never got him to say it, even after you confronted him about the women, and he admitted, he said, these are my friends, and I'm going to keep having friends over here. It don't mean I'm fucking all of them, but, I mean, if I want to do that, that's what I'm going to do. This is my house. I do what I want to do. He still did not make himself accountable to you for his actions, and he did not try to go deeper. So I'm confused. Or are you confused? And you're trying to put the shit on me to make my motherfucking mind spin, because you're saying two things. You're saying this is what I wanted, and I thought he wanted, and I thought he cared. But then he would never, ever give you his whole self. And you fought to get back in an abnormal situation that you're now telling me is normal. You fought to get back into being a fucking calm whore. A retarded calm slut that's got a damn puppy dog mind that's jumping all over somebody because she's getting attention. So it's all about him. It was never, ever about you. But you just said we were back.